All right, well, welcome to the webinar. I know that we're just a minute early here. If you've just joined us, welcome to the webinar. My name is Dr. Kurt Fisnick, and I'm going to be starting this off, but we've got a couple of other guests that are going to jump in when I get done. So just give you a minute here to go out, and if you want to grab one more person, have them join you. My part of the webinar is pretty simple. I'm going to talk to you about, really what I call it is getting back to the basics. What does it take to build a network marketing business? And, you don't have to be a scientist. You don't have to be a mathematician. You don't have to be good at chemistry. Really, honestly, the only thing you have to be good at is really unlearning and relearning. That's probably the easiest thing that I can say is be ready to unlearn some of the things that you've learned over the years and be ready to learn some new things. So, well, it's 6 o'clock. It's the top of the hour. I'm going to get started. My name is Dr. Kurt Fisnick. Welcome to the webinar. And if you just joined us, thanks for being here. Make sure and thank the person that invited you here, and share this. It's going to be on a video. I'm going to send it out to the team. It's on the YouTube channel. If you go to youtube.com/C/Sizzle World Team, you can download this video and you can share it. So my part of this webinar, I share this every week. I've been sharing this every week now, I guess, for the last, I guess it's been about 10 weeks that I've been sharing this, is I'm trying to get people to understand that this is a viable business. You can make some money with it. And, really the amount of effort that you put in does make a difference, but there's some other factors as well. Getting started right, and positioning yourself properly, having the right attitude can make a difference on it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So first thing, I'm not going to talk about making lots and lots of money. Last week, I was talking to a friend of mine. In 2019, he was making $700,000 a month. I just pause there for a little bit because just think about that. If you made $700,000 a month, what would that do for your life? I mean, I know you're seeing some crazy things happening in your head, and you're probably spinning around. But my friend was making $700,000 a month in the industry, and when COVID hit, his business dropped, and he's not making quite that amount. But I said, so what are you doing about it? And he said he's going back to the basics. He's going back to the basics, and he's teaching the basics. And, that's what I'm doing too. That's what I'm trying to get across to people, is that we got to go back to the basics. And he said, bottom line is that if you're having a good day, you want to have a better day, talk to more people. Talk to one more person, one more new person. If you're having a bad day and you want to have a good day, talk to one more new person. And that was his key, is that just talking to more people can change everything about your day. And so that's really kind of the bottom line, is that it's all about basics. And so when we look at the Sizzle compensation plan, what if we just say, how'd you like to put an extra $1,000, $1,000 a month into your pocket, into your checking account? And it's easy to do it, but it's even easier not to do it. And I say it that way because many people, they're always looking for the easy way out. They're looking for the easy way of life. And, it's easier not to do anything at all. You can say, oh, I'm not going to do anything. Okay, that's up to you. I'm looking for people who are motivated, self-motivated. I'm not looking for people that I have to motivate. If I have to hit you in the side every day to remind you, hey, go do your Sizzle business, you're not the person I'm looking for. I mean, I'll help you, but you're really not the person that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a self-motivated person that wants to go out and make things happen, and they understand a little bit about business. In business, you have startup costs, getting your business started. You want to start it off right. You want to start off and with the idea that, oh, I'll just gradually grow into it, and I'll do the right things later on. Or do you want to do the right things right away? Right. And what I try and tell people is that with our compensation plan, think of it like this. If you're applying for a job, and I relate it back to jobs because everybody's applied for a job. If you come in and you say, hey, Kurt, I'd like to work for you. And I say, well, I could pay you $10 an hour or I could pay you $20 an hour. You have to do the exact same job. It's up to you. Which way do you want to get paid? Of course, you're going to choose the higher amount. You're going to tell me that you want to get paid $20 an hour, not the $10 an hour, if you have to do the exact same thing. All right. And so with that, what you want to do is you have to get started in the right way, to open up all areas of compensation so that you get paid the maximum amount. You got to start out with the Wealth Builder pack. It's a one-time pack purchase that you get. You get a great discount on products. A lot of people do it just to get the discount, but I'm not looking for people who are just looking for a discount. I'm looking for people who understand that's how you start your business. You start your business with the Wealth Builder pack. It gives you 300 PV. It costs anywhere between $350 all the way up to, let's just say 500. It's somewhere in between there with shipping and taxes. No matter where you are in the world, it's going to be, less than $500. So that's what it costs. And like my friend who's making $700,000 a month, to get started in the business that he was in, he's in a different company. It costs about the same, about $500 to get started. And we have, in my opinion, we have a better compensation plan over here. And so you get started for under $500. That's your startup cost. For a business that has the potential to pay you hundreds of thousands of dollars, not once, but per month. And then each month, you have to go out and you have to spend about the same thing. So you spend between $300 and $500 a month with shipping and taxes and everything like that, no matter where you are in the world. And that gives you the opportunity to open up all the levels of the compensation. And that's really important because, again, think of it like applying for a job. Do you want to get paid $10 an hour or do you want to get paid $20 an hour? Think of it kind of like on the same level as that. And now what you're going to do is you're going to go out and find 3 people who understand that. They understand the concept of that. And you're not looking for the minimizers. And I always relate to this story, and I'm trying to keep on time here, but I always relate to the story. When I first got in the industry 15, 20 years ago, I was one of the top enrollers with that company. I went out and I enrolled, I can't remember if it was 20 or 25 people, but I enrolled that in the first month. I got started and it was really great. I was a minimizer. I realized that, hey, I can get started with just buying one product. And guess what? People do what you do. They don't do what you say. So all of the people that I enrolled, those 20 to 25 people that got started with me, they went out and did the same thing. They bought one product. Well, let's just say that they bought $50 worth of product. And let's just say that we're using the same compensation plan that Sizzle has. I got paid 7%. So I got a whopping $3.50 for every single person that joined me. Right. And by the time it all got said and done, and by the time that I spent my, $50 to buy my product, I made about $50 a month. Now, you're thinking to yourself, wow, that's not very good. But if you look at our compensation plan, same thing. If you're a minimizer and you go out and you roll a ton of people and everybody you bring in as a minimizer, you're not going to make much money. But if you do this, if you open up the doors to the compensation plan with the Wealth Builder, and then you purchase that PV that maximizes the compensation plan, you go out and do the exact same thing, you're going to make a lot more money. And so I'm not going to talk about bonuses or anything like that. We're just going to talk about straight commission, the 7% that you make over the 7 levels. So if I go out and find 3 people who understand that, and I help them find 3 people who understand that, and we help those 9 people, 3 times 3 is 9. We help them. That's 27 people. All of a sudden, now you do the math. You got 3, you got 9, you got 27. That's 39 people in your organization. And if everybody's buying that 300 PV worth of product each month, you're going to be making roughly, somewhere between $800 to $1,000 a month. And that's not even including the people who are just coming in to buy the products. We have some awesome products. It's not including the minimizers that join you, the people who want to, dip their toes in the water. They don't really want to get started. They don't understand the whole concept, whatever, right? And so you're going to be making that $800 to $1,000 a month. Guess what? By doing this, what it does, it puts you in the top 3% of network marketers, right? In the industry, 97% of people don't make a consistent $1,000 a month every single month. This puts you in the top 3% of network marketers, right? And if you go out and you help those 39 people understand that, all of a sudden now, right? Now you've got 81 more people that joined you. And you can do the math on that, and you get those 81 people to understand it. You got another 243 people that joined you. I mean, I can sit here and do the math, and I can say, now you get paid 7 levels deep, and then there's all these bonuses that come in on top of it. So over and over and again, if you just understand that and think of it like the building blocks, like the brick, you're building a brick wall. What are your bricks? Well, your bricks are 3 by 3 by 3. So you're finding 3 who understand, they bring in 3 each. Then you're helping those 9 go out and do the exact same thing. Now, don't stop there. Don't stop there, for gosh sakes, go out and find another 3 and do the same thing. And as you're doing this, you're training people. We've got Ian and Katie on the call tonight. They understand it. So now all of a sudden, I don't have to spend a lot of time with Katie and Ian. I can call Katie up and I can say, hey, how's it going? And Katie and I talk a lot during the week. And I say, how's it going? I don't ask her, hey, did you go out and you find your 3? I know that she's looking for her 3. She understands that. And once she finds 3, she goes out and finds 3 more. So that gives me the chance to go out and work with 3 new people. So I'm always keep my eyes, my ears peeled, because I might find that next unicorn. And I say unicorn because the people who really understand it, the people who really get it, they know that they know that they know, there's not that many out there. That's why in the whole industry, 3% of people are making the money. You're looking for the next 3%. You're looking for the people who understand so that you can help them become part of the 3%. I'll tell you, in Amway, which is the company that kind of opened the doors for all of network marketing companies, the company was 12 years old before Dexter Yeager ever joined the company. And I think he's still considered to be the top money earner in that company. 12 years of existence before he ever joined. So right now, you might find the next Dexter Yeager in network marketing. He might be the top money earner, right? And think about that. If you enroll the top money earner in Sizzle, you get paid 7% plus bonuses on what he's doing. That's a unicorn. So anyhow, Katie, that's my message for today. I really want to just get across to people that, when you're doing this industry, have those concepts in mind. Don't be a minimizer. Have the concept that there's overhead, there's starting costs. And if you do it right, and you train people to do it right, it works. If you do it wrong, if you go out and you train everybody to be a minimizer, everybody buys $50 in PV, well, you're going to go home with about $50 each month. And that's not even enough to cover your product costs. Katie, I'll hand it over to you. And Katie really, and Ian too, really understand the science, and they really get into the science behind this. And they're going to share some information on Sizzle Fucoydon. Am I correct? Oh, you got to turn your sound on.
Yes, we are. So I've got Ian on the call today as well, because he shared with me, Dr. Kurt, this week some amazing information that I've never heard before about Fucoydon. Now, we can't make claims about our products. So before we get into it today, I just want to put out that disclaimer that none of the information we're sharing today is to treat, prevent, or cure any disease or illness. And if you are unwell, you should consult your doctor before taking supplements. So yeah, we're going to be talking about Fucoydon today. And Ian, is this not your favorite product?
It's one of the favorite products. It is. I've been looking at it for quite a while now, and I've really fallen in love with it. It has amazing properties which I never knew existed. So we might get to discuss a couple of them today. But in the field of medicine, it's really taking a lot of places. They've been taking a lot of places because scientists are now actually picking it up. And there's an amazing amount of information coming out of labs and out of, trials and things that really are phenomenal.
Fantastic. Yeah, we'll touch on a bit of that today. So it's just amazing because Ian called me and we were on the phone for quite a while, and he was telling me all about this new research he'd found on Fucoydon. Now, when you do research on Fucoydon, of course, we're doing research on the ingredient Fucoydon, which is OIDAN, not FUCOYDON, which is our product. So the active ingredient in Fucoydon is Fucoydon, pronounced the same way, spelt differently. And there's a lot of new research coming out about that, which Ian had found. And now, as he said, he's even more in love with this product than ever before. And it was actually really exciting to hear. And he then passed that information on to me, and I was even more in love with it. And then also up my, my dose of this product. So we want to touch on some benefits of this product today. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the actual ingredients and what Ian has discovered about the ingredient and the new research that's come out and what it's actually being used for. So Fucoydon is one of our top selling products in Sizzle, which is no surprise because of the amazing health benefits that it actually offers. So the power of Fucoydon is centers around the health benefits of Fucoydon, which is actually found in a seaweed called Limu Moui. It's a brown seaweed, which we find in the ocean. This product comes from the seaweed, which is extracted from Tonga, but it can be found in other areas, including Japan and the South Seas. And so it is quite abundant source of, I guess, well, it's a food really, because people do consume seaweed as part of their diet. But it's really designed to really help support the body and regenerate healthy cells. So it's unlike other products or other ingredients. It has a unique structure and regenerative function for cells. So there's many reasons why you would want to supplement with Fucoydon. I'm just trying to move my little camera here out of the way. So every system in the body is actually dependent on a foundation of specialized cells. So these cells, are involved in getting rid of toxins and regenerating and self-repair. But as we age, this becomes difficult for the body. It's actually harder to repair. I was actually speaking to someone the other day and I said to them, do you know what age you start aging? Have you ever thought about that? And they said, oh, no, what age is that? And I said around 25 years. So after the age of 25, and maybe for females, it's actually 23. But after the age of 25, the body starts aging. So what does this actually mean? It means that the cells cannot repair themselves faster than the damage that's actually occurring on a daily basis. So if the damage is exceeding the repair rate, now we have the process of aging. And this is why we start to see wrinkles and organs start to slowly decline as the years pass on. And the older we get, the faster it happens. So I think I remember Tom saying that for every day, I think it was a 70-year-old that you're alive, you're actually aging 3 days. So this process does accelerate as we age. And we definitely want to be doing everything we can to support our body. So we want the nutrients and we want to support those healthy cells. So Fucoydon is a great product for that. So Fucoydon, which Sizzle produce, uses, so our patented manufacturing process maximize Fucoydon sulfur Fucoydon content, allowing you to get all the benefits of Limu Moui, so the seaweed. So we use purified concentrated extracts of seaweed that contain 3 types of Fucoydon, which is U, F, and G, which makes for an amazing supplement that tastes fresh and helps you feel fantastic. Ian, do you want to comment anything there on the U, F, and C in the Fucoydon that we use?
Yeah, one of the things that I found when I was reading some of the information from these research things is that the Fucoydon U has really been an amazing part of this Fucoydon, the molecules in it, and with regard to certain types of cancer. It's actually been found to provide things like angiogenesis, which is prevention of blood vessels being created and things like that. And they found that it actually was as a natural product sort of thing, that it actually was amazing in actually controlling certain types of cancer. So if I can say that, but this is just out of research that I'm quoting. So
Yep.
That's one of the really powerful things about the U.
Fantastic. So yeah, and as Ian's talking there, so he's actually, when he's referring to that, he's talking about the ingredient fucoidan. We can't make any claims whatsoever about our product to do anything in that regard. So we just want to make that very clear for anyone listening. But Ian, just while we're on the topic of the ingredient fucoidan, Fucoidan, you were talking about they were using that with the chemotherapy patient do you want to share that little bit of information?
That was really exciting. I was wandering through some research papers, and what I found, and I couldn't believe I was reading it, but there's been a trial where they've actually approved a trial where they've actually converted the fucoidan into a form that can be used as an IV, intravenous type stuff. And they use it in conjunction with the chemotherapy. And what they were saying this was doing was it actually improved the cytotoxic drugs, and also allowed them to reduce the amount and the potency of the cytotoxic drugs. So, and therefore the patient or whatever was going to have a better result, less side effects and so forth. So that was the exciting part about it. And so, and also as an adjunct to that, they were also saying that now in Japan, that over 800 hospitals are now using a fucoidan to do certain things in that sort of area. So it's totally amazing, without getting too far into the chemistry, but it's really fantastic. So people have got a bit of a chance now to be able to reduce certain side effects from chemotherapy, which unfortunately are part of the treatment.
Yeah, fantastic. And again, just to reiterate, Ian is talking about the ingredient Fucoidan, not specifically our product. Of course, we cannot make claims, but that's amazing that that ingredient is used now overseas there in Japan to enhance the benefits and make it even more effective, and also reduce the side effects, which can be pretty unpleasant for people of the chemotherapy. That's amazing research. Yeah, actually it'd be great if you could email that article to me, and then if anyone wants to read some research on that ingredient, we could share that with them. I think that could be quite helpful for people.
Yeah, there's a, like, fucoidan is a very broad spectrum. Oh, you're going on. Okay.
No, that's okay. Keep going. I was just bringing up the words on the slide.
Yeah, it's a very broad spectrum, which is really phenomenal. Like it, from some of the research that I've seen here, it covers things like, immunity booster, which means that it actually strongly promotes the activation of things like dendritic cells, natural killer cells, these sorts of things, and T cells. So, and they're the first defense of your body and your immune system. So it's sort of a defense against foreign viruses, for example, bacteria. Fucoidan, it also protects you from probably unwanted bacteria, viruses, and they're suggesting here the common cold and many other diseases. So it's a very broad spectrum product, although the ingredients provide a very broad spectrum for the human body.
Yeah, fantastic. And I know that when I take this product, there's the cold sores, which a lot of people do get, and that's from the herpes simplex 2 virus, which lives dormant in the central nervous system. And for anyone who's had them, it does pop up when your immune system's run down. So when I've been taking this product before, it actually almost goes, for me, it's almost stopped it. And it certainly has shortened its life from what I've noticed personally. Again, I can't make claims on that, but that's what I've noticed. And that's a virus, that a lot of people have in their body. So you know, that ingredient is very, very powerful. Now, if we look at Sizzle's Fucoydon, spelt differently, we've got some great ingredients in here. We've got the Limu Moui, which we talked about, which is the brown seaweed. And they've got a fruit blend in there and the black pepper. And the black pepper is designed to increase the absorption of the fucoidan into the blood system and into the body. So it's efficiently absorbed. It supports the body's fight against inflammation. So we have to be careful using that word there too. It's an antioxidant and it supports regeneration of cells. So numerous studies have been showing the power of fucoidan. The ingredients enjoy many health advantages. So it helps with all the systems, not all, but a lot of the systems in the body, particularly energy and cell metabolism. It can help from a neurological perspective, can support the circulatory system and immune system, which we've talked about, as well as digestive health. So here's a testimonial from someone saying that they started taking fucoidan. They noticed more mobility in their joints and more endurance and less discomfort after riding a bike for long periods of time, sleep better, and just feel stronger. And highly recommend this product. And you yourself, Ian, you love the product too. You get great benefits from it as well. Would you want to share anything about what you love about that and the benefits when taking it?
Absolutely. Well, I think that from my point of view, and having had cancer some time ago, and after reading a lot of the information about how you can get your body, your immune system tip top, so it's able to, to actually mitigate anything that might happen again. So, and this product is brilliant in that regard. So, it's for all sorts of things. And one of those was that particular thing that I had, but it's also for your immune system to keep you tip top, and plus other products that I also take. But it's absolutely an amazing product. I think it would probably, just on its own, it would be providing you with a really good immune boosting system.
Yeah, fantastic. So I'm just bringing up the points here. Yeah, so we've covered pretty much most of these already today. So I'm just, so it just supports the liver and digestion. We've got immune health there, and I won't read through all of it on the screen there. And it supports the creation of healthy cells. And
that cell is, they're talking in their regard, they're talking about stem cells. It's amazing how it actually supports the promotion of stem cells, and that's also within the chemotherapy realm. So,
yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. Sorry, Katie, I didn't mean
No, that's okay. That's great. And, it's about bringing the best of the West and Eastern medicine together. So finding nutritional support for the body, so that when whatever treatment you are going through, you really want to support your body with nutrients, because, a lot of treatments that people undergo, it can strip the body of vitamins and minerals and damage healthy tissue. And we really want to provide some nutrition back to the body to help support the health of the body. So, so we've got some great, and then we've got some references there at the back of the presentation. So I'm just going to stop my share there. Yeah, anyway, so it's a great product, and I've got many, many bottles in my fridge. I always got this product on hand and love taking it. I had a dose this morning as well, and we'll have another one again tonight. So, yeah, it's a great product. And for anyone who wants that immune support, and again, I just want to say in closing, before we finish up, we're not making any claims about our products in relation to any disease or illness. We're talking about using natural products to support the body to do what the body does best and help it through. So I think that's all I had to share about that. Kurt, did you want to add anything in there?
I just want to say this, is that when you listen to the product testimonial, and you listen to the science behind the product, a lot of times people say, oh yeah, people say that all the time. They said about this product, they say about that product. What I'm going to tell you is everything that Katie and Ian just told us, I've seen it work. As a doctor, I've seen it work. I've seen it do amazing things. So whatever they've told you, it's actually better than that. It's actually better.
I agree. Yeah.
All right. Well, great. I think we'll leave it there. We're just on the half hour, Dr. Kurt.
All right. Thanks for being with us, everyone. Ian, Katie, thanks for joining me tonight. And, you know, for those of you that are listening to the recording, share it with other people. Get this information out there. You know, like I'm saying, you're looking for that one unicorn, the person that really gets it, you know, but you're looking for 3 people who get it. You can build a team with that. And then once you find your 3, don't stop with that. Go out and find 6, go find 9, build it 3 by 3 by 3 all the time. And it makes it easy. It makes it easy math in your head. You can do it. I know everyone can do it.
Great. Thanks, Dr. Kurt. Thanks for being on, Ian.
Thanks, Kurt. Thanks, Katie. Have a great
Thanks,
day.
everyone.
Great evening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.